Strikes on goods. City Sciences on deck. Let me put a little link. Put a little link in the community tab. Or should we try that? Yeah, we'll just broadcast for a couple minutes. Or should we just do it in secret? We can do this one. Just one deep. I'm getting all getting too fast. Hiro Hikari. Should we just wait to see those, to see who's on point, or should we help them out? So we was watching Wise Enough. What's Wise Enough? I don't even, you know, I'm out the loop on any kinds of TV. Oh yeah, what was it? Wise Enough to Know, right? Yeah, yeah, that was a pretty good. That was a pretty good topic in live. Night Visible. Has anyone seen this story? Elon Musk to donate $250 billion for reparations to African Americans in the US. World hunger is one thing, but if we are going to change the world, we have to start with the Blacks. They were in slavery for 450 years and have built the United States on their backs. If anybody deserves my money, it's them. Any thoughts? Elon Musk and $250 billion. Anyone out there, Bueller? I know we still new on this channel. We get things perfected in time. Smell Good said, what's Elon Musk's email? Yeah, I don't know. You know, see, I'm trans-billionaire. So, you know, I'm not sure. You know, my only problem is discrimination down at the bank. Every time I go to the bank to withdraw $1 million, they keep discriminating against me and telling me I don't have those types of funds. A few people.
Yeah.
Who we got?
I don't even know they got so many niggas and ladies up like that, man.
Should we?
Yeah, man.
High rollers, Elon Musk. I mean, he's got to use email.
I can't afford your spot, man. I gotta go to the food stamp spot. The $7 one. I can't afford your $9 spot, man. That's just too much. That's eating me up.
I'm just about to. I was just about to go shopping though.
Huh?
I said I was just about to go shopping. This eating in the street is.
Oh yeah, I'm going food shopping. Yeah, my ass could cook, man.
And it's starting to supremely impact.
Yeah, man. Just eating out shit, man. You could be saving that money.
Yeah,
Man.
it's times I'm spending, $100 eating outside.
Yeah, man. And I don't even have $100. A little bit of money, I supposed to be saving that to put towards groceries.
Yeah, we tell them, man, one day. So yeah, pretty much for me, yeah. I gotta start tickling the fires once again.
Yeah. Start putting it on the grill, right?
Yeah.
My ass could cook my ass off, man. I don't know why I be giving these people my money, man. Some of that shit I could better than that. Bullshit.
But what do you got thinking? I don't know. The last time when Bill Gates said he was putting all his money up, that turned out not to work out as altruistically as we thought. And here's a question. Are we at a point now, right? Because see, that's what I'm saying. Somebody like him making that kind of statement, right? It's like, is that like the new thing? Like, is that the new heaven? Like, especially when you look at the way that there's been no movement really on the reparations. So, what that kind of tells me is that, you can promise it to them, you can promise that to Black people, every 3 years. Every 4 years, pardon me. When you campaigning, you know what I'm saying, or you can kind of, win the favor of Black people by bringing up reparations, but, is it ever going to arrive? Incremental change works in the way that incremental change does. Which is a lot of times we'll find that that's a little bit too slow. Oh no, let's see, let's see who's because you know how that algorithm works. Y'all sleepyheads, man. I gotta either open up the medicine cabinet, but we don't wanna, let's leave the medicine cabinet. Let's even though we still broadcasting from the G building, let's hope that we can rise above that type of behavior on this here channel. Let the peoples know. See, over here we can cover a little more let the other people know that we in here. We'll see if we have any. We can pass a little bit of time too. So yeah, I opened up the live stream on Northwoods, Peachtree. All right, peace. This is welcome to the City Sciences channel, where we get into a little more worldly topics than we cover a lot of times on the Random Jewels channel. Even though we kind of started off with a topic that's familiar, reparations. Northwoods Peachtree, did you see the story that Elon Musk is donating $250 billion for reparations? What do we think about that? To everyone that's tuning in right now on the Random Jewels channel, we're only going to be here a few minutes. What's happening at the moment right now is I'm broadcasting on the City Sciences channel. It's well known that my alerts don't go out like they're supposed to, like I wanted to. So I just opened up Random Jewels for a second, but if you're on Random Jewels right now, I would advise you to come over to the City Sciences channel because we will be ending the live stream on the City Sciences channel soon. Once again, come over to the City Sciences channel. Let me see, can I get the, wow, yeah, that'll be difficult. That will be, I guess you gotta just put it in the, type it in the box. There. Figure out how to track. I gotta just come across the City Sciences before this kid cut it off. You said check out StreamYards. You took them out the other, yeah, right now I'm on Zoom. What was happening on StreamYard was it was just jamming up a lot. Like the stream would just keep getting jammed up. So on Zoom, it's not quite as user friendly to me. That would be my opinion of Zoom, but it's been a little better as far as you know, the connection and the stream staying smooth. So you think it's awesome? You think it's awesome that Bill Gates has donated, or not Bill Gates, Elon Musk has pledged to donate $250 billion for reparations. I'm saying let's do a little off the cuff math problem right here. Let's see if we do a little off the cuff math, right? 250 billion, right? Divided by 40 million. Would that be about right? 250,000 million billion, right? Divided by 40,000 million. Yeah, it's only like 6 grand, son. I don't know if I'm feeling that. Right here, according to my back of the envelope calculation right here, that's $6,250. So there's that part too. You know, for him to say he's donating 250 billion, and then it's like, what? Like you took the bill, like you paid the bill, like it's supposed to be straight after that. Can't call it. Not that I'm not blaming you. You're not the one that did. I'm just saying that you know, sometimes when we start to look at the realities that's behind some of this stuff, you know what I mean? Like I was saying, the reason that Bill Gates came up is because you know, Bill Gates pledged, you know, all this money to you know, help people in the field of healthcare, and we see how that ultimately you know, didn't turn out to work out for the people that he said he was helping. So, you know, and just Elon Musk and the type of individual that he is. Kari said that's less than what they gave out in stimulus checks. Yeah. Did anybody check that math? But that's what I get. $6,250. Yeah, no doubt. Fly Phrase from the Providence Plantations. We in here inaugurating the City Sciences channel. Everybody that's on the Random Jewels channel right now, we about to cut that off. We about to cut the Random Jewels off in a minute. So come over to the City Sciences channel. You can just type it in the search box for right now, because I don't know how to type on. Teran Reed. Now we on the channel now. Shaquem, God Cypher Divine. Yeah, we are on the City Sciences channel right now. You know what I'm saying? We are, it's possible if we have to go into our Bible, we can. So Northwest is technically, I think in reality, the Vatican should be the main source of all reparations in most churches. All right, this is interesting because I don't know if you've been paying attention in the background. I got sincere, what's the deal? We over here, we really broadcasted on the City Sciences channel today. We just came on to give people a heads up that we on the other channel today where we could get a little bit looser. You know what I'm saying? But you say technically, I think in reality, the Vatican should be the main source of all reparations, right? Bahimullah was the deal. Wise you. Now, I understand the point that you make, right? And it's valid. But what I'm saying is that's a different bill. By a different bill, I mean, that's a different person that owes us. Just like amongst the people that's owed, there's different people that's owed for different reasons. See, the problem, well, you didn't say here, you said main source. So let's be clear. You didn't say the only source or the main source is the primary. So you didn't say the only source. Because my point is that what happens is you let other people off the hook. Like, see, what I've seen is that idea that the reparations should come from the Vatican, right, or how I've seen it used, not saying that that's what you're doing, but how I've seen it used a lot is to say that Black people should just stick together in terms of reparations. You know what I'm saying? That, especially here in America, how the fight for reparations has gone into this, what they call delineation and all of this, and personalities have taken over it. And it's gotten a little bit, testy, a little bit spicy between the different people. I've seen that, this Vatican, see, if we go by the Vatican, right, then all Black people pretty much have the same claim, right, going back to dumb diverses, right? But, what happens when England says, well, America says, well, that really doesn't have nothing to do with us, because by the time we got involved with slavery, we was dealing with the Anglican Church. We wasn't dealing with Catholicism. See, the Dutch Reformed Church. See, there's other motherfuckers. Remember, everybody's not Catholic. Some people is Protestant. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, based on, those doctrines that they, manifested from that religious standpoint, but yeah, there's also economic interests. There's companies that owe. There's national interest, there's countries that owe. There's industries that owe. And so, to me, I'm with that claim. You see, the one thing that I've seen that's different, right, that I always wonder about the Pan-Africanness, right, is that, well, the question that I have for the Pan, not that I wonder about them, like, this is a whole other group of people, but just the question, right, is, okay, what is that worldwide claim? Like, what would be that claim? What is that amount? Like, see right here, we're saying that, if we got reparations, if the total amount of reparations was $250 billion, right? And we divide that amongst the 40 million Black people that's here equally, that would be $6,000. So that's what I'm saying, is that the delineations, right, is not for the purpose of separation, but it's just to the point where, how I look at reparations, right, is that you have these different entities, like I said, whether they religions, whether they nations, whether they corporations, et cetera, right, that have been, oppressing people and stealing money from people for centuries, right? And so they owe a great amount of people, right, for a whole bunch of different reasons, right? So, at the end of the day, what's been happening, at least from the standpoint of Americans, what's been happening is America has been robbing Peter to pay Paul. And in that kind of instance, what I'm saying is that Peter would be the Black people that was born here in America, right? And Paul would be, a more recent Black immigrant to America. You see what I'm saying? So, it's the beef shouldn't be between Peter and Paul, but Paul's name a lot of times comes up in the argument between Peter and America, because America is always bringing Paul up. First, you give me a receipt saying you paid me, and I'm like, no, someone named Paul signed this receipt. Then you telling me, yeah, well, on Monday, you didn't have any money, right? On Monday, you didn't have enough money to make some additions to the schools in the Black community. But on Tuesday, you got money to pay people back, from lawsuits. So this is, just in terms of that, that particular point. But I definitely think that that's right. What I mean, in terms of, one of the recipients, right? One of the, one of the entities that should be served for the worldwide reparations claims is definitely the Catholic Church. But you said Elon Musk would actually give the $2 billion. I mean, well, we're on this channel now, so we use that type of language. Let's unpack that. Let's unpack that. Why do we think Elon Musk would actually do it? Shaquem joined us over here on the City Sciences channel. Once again, if you're tuning in on the Random Jewels channel, this is going to be a short broadcast over here. Switch over to the City Sciences channel. We're inaugurating the new channel. You know, but you know how our alerts go. You know, everybody that's over here in the City Sciences channel, make sure you do the Each One Teach One, hit the like button, subscribe, etc., etc. But yeah, what makes us think that because Elon Musk is kind of a bullshit artist. I'm not. Why would he do it? Think about all the different regulations and laws in the United States. They were implemented back when the British controlled it and the French. Well, nah, you know, because you know, you got the Constitution itself, you know what I'm saying? You got the Constitution itself, you know, you got you know, definitely there was already black codes, you know what I'm saying? Slave codes, et cetera, that existed before 1776. But to say that, you know, the regulations was implemented back when the British and the French was in control, you know, I guess, you know, yeah, some of them was, but I mean, in a way, it sounds like you kind of letting America off the hook. You said, is it for all black people in the United States? Wasn't it certain families? I mean, it's just a particular debt. Like, see, this is what I'm saying. Because it works both ways, right? This is what I'm saying. If I move to Haiti right now, right? I went to Haiti, you know, gave up my American citizenship and moved to Haiti. Could I claim to have something to do with the Haitian Revolution in 1804? Godfrey said there's really no dollar amount to reimburse everything they did to us and that we built. They just be rounding off a good number that they think is fair in their eyes. That's how I see it anyway. Well, definitely because you got to deal with what's called opportunity costs. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that, you know, any individual slave, right? Let's say he had been paid for his labor and he was able to invest that money in a business or in some type of education for the next generation and his family, right? You know, what would have been the potential, you know what I'm saying, wealth that, you know, just because of the way wealth works, just the way capitalism works, it's difficult to calculate the opportunity cost. You know what I'm saying? Which is a whole different thing, you know, but opportunity cost is a real thing in court. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, let's say if I was supposed to rent you an apartment, right? And we made the deal that I was gonna rent you the apartment in like 2 months, right? And then on the third month you was gonna rent, and then whatever happens, you don't end up fulfilling the deal. So for those 2 months until you was gonna move in, a person could sue you for that and get what's called opportunity costs. because in those 2 months, they could have showed that property to somebody else, right? And if that person would have took it, then they would have made that money. You see what I'm saying? So for every Black person that was redlined out, right? You know, what business might he have started if he was able to refinance his house to do it? You know what I'm saying? How many, you know, like you still got Black families right now. You know, I'm sure it's a much less number now, but you still got Black families that's getting their first person in college, you know, or they first person in, you know, some type of professional job. You know what I mean? You know, what if that would have happened 3, 4 generations ago, right? You know, you know, when you're talking about 400 years of opportunity costs, you know what I'm saying? And then as these opportunity costs, you know, you know, it's kind of the same as compound interest. Like even if you say, okay, boom, if I would have got the house then, right? That would have been $1 million, right? But then, like I said, now what I would have did with the $1 million was the opportunity, the business that I would have started that I never started that could have, you know, saved the world. So yeah, it's definitely a difficult number, but you know, that's the world we live in. You know what I'm saying? And that's the benefit that they got. You see what I'm saying? So in order to you know, be repaired, you know, some type of monetary value has got to be put on it just because this is capitalism. So you got to start making term limits for governments to start being able to steal, to stop being able to steal money from the poor, you know, but they got term limits. You know, what's you know, the workaround for the term limits for an individual that wants to steal is the kind of cronyism, you know, the like the party loyalist type of person where you know, yeah, you're gonna be term limited out of whatever you know, whatever office that you hold, right? But then you would just be appointed, you would be appointed somewhere else, you know what I'm saying? Or they'll back you to run, you know, somewhere else. You'll end up in the cabinet, you know, or, you know, you'll become a consultant down at Wall Street. So, you know, the network and the way it works, uh, you know, they've already found a way around term. Okay, so Northwood says, I think Elon Musk would do that to make the government look like shit because he knows the government is all talk and usually don't do anything to anybody. It would create more publicity for the fact Elon Musk actually doesn't even have a salary. The only thing he gets paid in stocks. The United States Constitution was made after that. We only have 13 colonies. It would cause against the Irish, Italian, Croatians, Jewish people back in the colonial days. No. There was no Croatian people here in colonial times. I'm pretty sure there was any Irish people that was here in colonial times would have more than likely been indentured servants. Italian, you know, Jews is, you know, they mix in, but I don't know about the exactness of that history. There's some accuracy there, but the exactness of it. Oh, your family is from Portugal and you're from Hawaii. All right, yeah, that's you know, that would be one reason why your American history might needs some work. Said, where are you going to get the house? Which house would that be? There's something here that I'm missing. Everyone that is tuned in over here on the Random Jewels channel, we are actually broadcasting on the City Sciences channel. I would have typed the oh, it's more than one City Science channel. I don't know what it is. I can't type on the. You said they just extended the term limits. You said, yeah, you're old, you know the games. How old are you? Yeah, let's see. I forgot. We got, let's see. See, we try that first. Let's see how this goes down. Let's see how this goes down. We got the link to the live stream. See, I might have to go to what's the names. I might have to start off. I might have to start this channel. I might have to start over and start this channel off. Start this channel off like I did the Random Jewels channel, where we start off with videos, the recorded videos. And then after a while, we bring in the live streams. Why Sun Zigzag Zig? Yeah, we really over here on the City Sciences channel. I'm about to give the Random Jewels channel about another 5 to 10 minutes, and then we're gonna cut that off and get over here on the City Sciences channel. You know, I seen some of the people over there, I seen Don Bishop and a few other people over there on the Northwest, say 46. I mean, 46, just, I guess that's a decent age. Northwest, was you on the random? Did you used to listen to the Random Jews channel? Or do you listen to the Random Jews channel? You seem a little bit like you fit right in. I think I recall your name. I think I recall seeing your name. On the Random Jews channel, but you know who else I saw too? I saw yesterday, I saw Lamel Forever. He said he would prefer to not uh expand on gravity not being real. He would prefer to expand on that tomorrow in private. He doesn't want to talk about it on the live stream. You know, me personally, I'm not sure I want. I'm not sure I want to discuss, that kind of thing anyway. I mean, let me see. Now Illuminati 793rd. Yeah, y'all better get over to the City Sciences channel. I think, isn't it? I think the link is in the description box. Is it in the description box? Check in the description box and let me know real quick. On the Random Jews channel, it's 10 people over there. I think that's what the issue is. There's no way. I think people can't put the link. Is there any way, by phrase, can you do me this favor? Oh, actually, it probably won't work. I was just thinking that you could put the link if you could put the link in the comment box on the Random Jewels channel, but I think when if you put a link, it may not go through. So we want, yeah, we got quite a lot of people over here on the Random Jewels channel. We trying to get y'all over to the City Sciences channel. Let's see if this here works. Let me see. It's possible this could work. Let's see. Oh yeah, it looks like it's possible that it could be working, and that I will be able to get everyone on the Random Jewels channel over to the City Sciences channel as soon as this computer starts. It's happening. All right. Yeah, on the about page, right? I'm not trying to force on that. I don't know why this computer is moving so slowly. Am I still breakfast? Put a link. I'm trying to. Is now it seems like we have a tablet of movement. Moment. Oh, wait. Okay. Everyone that's in. Wait. All right, here we go. Everyone that is everyone in the Random Jewels room, hit that link. Hit that link right there and come on over to the side of likes. Stay off of the dark side. So now we got everybody's coming over. It looks like we got Wise Saint, Zigzag Zig, La Illuminati, everybody that's in the all right, Taran Reed, everybody that's just coming in, do each one, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, because you know, we're gonna be coming over here where we can get a little bit looser on the topics. You know, when people need biblical explanations, we can handle that accordingly. We still got, it looks like 12 people over here on the Random Jewels channel. Everybody hit that link. Come over to the City Sciences channel. In the next few minutes, we're going to be shutting this video down. All right, Rome Fetty, what's the science? City Science. Knowledge born. All right, smell good. We still got a few more people. It's still looking like 8 people over in my shit on the Astro World. I mean, I didn't really look into it. Like, I saw that it happened, but you know, I'm not sure it's the type of thing. Like, what happened? Like, I know it was fire and everything, but what was, I'm pretty sure what I saw is that it's supposed to be some kind of, Baphomet stuff or some, anything, once you got the entertainment industry involved, you get these people talking about sacrifices and stuff. So, I assume that was a part. Oh, there was no. So, what do you mean? So, what happened? Doc, when you come over from the Random Jewels channel, indeed, hit the subscribe button over here in the notifications so you can know when we're going live because, yeah, we're going to be hitting this channel up, hitting a little more topics. Like, usually we wouldn't go into the astral world situation on the Random Jewels channel, but over here we do that. Still got a handful of people, 6 people left on the Random Jewels channel. Hit that link that's in the chat box right there. Hit that link and come over to the City Sciences channel. We're about to be shutting down. We're going to shut down this the Random Jewels channel in about 2 minutes. You said make sure, so there was no fire. It was more the youth stating that they felt as if they were in hell. So, people was passing out from exhaustion. So the place was just hot. It was like heat stroke, you say. Yeah, I don't know, right? I don't know what happened. I'm the same way. I just keep seeing the name Travis Scott, but if I've heard a Travis Scott song, I wasn't aware that it was Travis Scott, so I don't know. What that's really about. Said bodies was everywhere and he chose not to stop the show but kept turning up. Now that's one thing I heard that he didn't know. He didn't know that people was passing out. It looks like the Random Jewels channel is expanding. Everybody hit that link if you're in the Random Jewels channel. In about 45 seconds, we're going to be shutting down the Random Jewels channel. Hit the link, and come over to the City Sciences channel. So it was outside, it was over capacity. You could hear screams for help in the videos, and then seconds later, the screams stopped from the music being loud and people hyped up. Oh, man. You heard heads were dropping out because of whatever pills they popped laced with fentanyl, and they was hitting heads off with Narcan. That was on Instagram. Kids dancing on the top of the ambulance cars trying to get people passed out through the crowd. Now, Born said he knew he stopped the show a couple of times. I mean, yeah, it's so District 120, you saying you think he knew too? I mean, it's possible. So it's a few people left over here in the Random Jewels. We're about to shut this down. Once again, hit the link, come over to the Side of Light. We over here on the City Sciences channel. We're gonna go a little bit longer. We'll see if there's anything in the Bible that needs to be explored. Right now, they want to talk about Astro World. So over here, we're gonna sign off from the G. I said it's videos where he's staring dead at a kid getting medical attention and still singing with the auto tune. I mean, yo, it's some things, you know what I'm saying? This is kind of the day and time, man, where, people don't have, uh, people don't got heart. Like it's people who, you know, they want to have the, kind of the mentality, you know what I'm saying, of, a dangerous mentality, the mentality of a dangerous person, you know what I'm saying, without realizing all the implications of that. So him and the dude Logic, who also performed, and then it was some other cat talking crazy, saying after seeing how Travis music made people act, you don't want to make music like that anymore. I mean, yeah, I don't know about, what he means about the type of music in terms of, what it is, or, the topics that they're talking about. But, like I said, I don't listen to the music, so I don't know. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. The Kardashians was in the booth watching the show doing witchcraft. That's what I'm saying. Uh, yeah, right, smell good. People fainting at Michael Jackson concerts. This stuff is not, like brand new or something. You know, uh, funny thing about Logic though, do you know that I just now, maybe in the last, like in the last month, I just found out that Logic is supposed to be black. Yeah, right. So, my thing is just, sometimes when we reading, we reading things into things, man. We start, which we had a little detour into witchcraft on the Random Jews Network the other day, which was quite peculiar for me. Willie D reported Peeps died. Man, Willie D, shout out to Willie D. I like his channel. He seemed to be a straight shooter. So Logic, nah, he's supposed to be one. I think he's 1/4 black. Yeah, see, listen. There's some things that, like I said, when we take the leaps, kind of leaps of consciousness, to where it's like, okay, we know that there was a concert, right? We know that people had some health events at the concert, whether it was passing out or whether it was, actual mortality, going past the level of just a health event, right? We know that, but then we take the leaps of consciousness into, was this witchcraft, you know, yeah, is it the Illuminati that did it? Sometimes what I think is that, at least in terms of what I'm saying, I'm under the impression, right, that, Illuminati is like an extremely, extremely high rolling game. Like, this is your shit. We talking about, quintillions of dollars. We talking about quintillions of dollars. We talking about world power. Do these people really have time to be concerned with Travis Scott? Or is it me? Do I not know Travis Scott is, it's like, some of the time it's like, these are people, they control all the oil wealth, the gold bullion. They control TV, own YouTube, Tesla. And they taking time out of their day to cause havoc at the Travis Scott concert. Like, what's gonna happen now? Like, is it gonna take another 500 years for reparations now? Like, what will be accomplished? Now, the most logical thing I've ever heard concerning that is that, if they put certain things out there in terms of witchcraft and Illuminati, is just them doing certain things and then having people imitate them in these devilish ways, right? Which would, of course, bring about devilish men, which is understandable. But I'm just saying that we talk about is is like, now that they've done this at the Travis Scott concert, right? Have they forced fart in Elijah's hand? And now there has to be another extension on the expiration of the devil because, of this, this witchcraft and different Puff Daddy, Jay-Z, like, have they done some ritual that guarantees the devil another 5,500 years? The narrative is dangerous rap concert, but we know who's there. Actually, that's, who gets the short end of the stick on there, who gets known as the bad guy. He said, what is my opinion on the higher ups who are the elites? What is Illuminati? What you mean, the higher ups who are elites? Like, who you calling higher up an elite? See, because that's my point, there's not even a Black person that's a higher up in anything that's known, let alone anything that's elite and unknown. You know what I'm saying? Like, even in terms of, like, for instance, right? People like, Jay-Z got $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? Kanye, I think he's supposed to have more. I think they said he worth 6 billion or something. but on the list of billionaires, you're not in the top 100. You know what I'm saying? No industry, people that you like, yeah, LeBron James is the most highest paid NBA player, but he's not in the upper structure of the NBA. You know, Kanye, yeah, he's a clothing designer, but he's not in the upper echelon. He's not in the elite in that industry. He's not one of the shot callers. Like, Kanye cannot say to a motherfucker, you will never work in this industry again. So when you say the higher ups, who are the elites, right? Uh, what do you, who do you consider the higher ups in the elites? Now, in terms of Illuminati is some European shit. In Europe, you had two powers that took over when the Roman Empire fell. You had the monarchies, right? The royal families that control armies, and you had the Catholic Church that control armies. And they made a coalition, right, that even goes into what the brother was saying earlier about the Vatican Church and what their obligation is to pay reparations, right? They had a coalition, right, in which nobody else could come to power. They control all of the power, and if you wasn't an elite in one of those organizations, then you was a peasant. And the Illuminati is another coalition that was made in order to fight against the monarchies and the Catholic Church. You know what I'm saying? And, one of the manifestations, right, was the French Revolution, where the King of France was the last monarch that was fighting in the name of Catholicism. And he was the last monarch that the Pope could call up and say, I want you to kick that nigga's ass. But all this other stuff y'all be talking about. What about the Rothschilds and Queen Elizabeth? What did they control? Control European shit. Think I'm not and maybe you can make your question a little more specific. Like when you say, what did they control? They control European shit. It's families that came before them, there's families that came after them. It's one thing. The Europeans have a big effect on America today. Are we controlled by Europeans' ways and thoughts? I mean, I'm not sure what you mean. You know, Joe Biden is a European. Uh, you know, the majority of the American electorate is European. You know, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, et cetera, Jeff Bezos, Europeans. But like when you say, are we controlled by Europeans' ways and thoughts? Like what ways and thoughts? You mean like is there a European out there with a voodoo doll that can make me do and say things against my will? Or do you mean that there's been many people that's been forced, that have been mandated to take a vaccine, right? Where these mandates came from Europeans. Yeah, I don't know what you mean. Like this is a wide thing, and then when you start out with a topic like Illuminati, you see, you already have me because see, I realize that a lot of people are a victim of actually what is the power of Illuminati. The power of Illuminati is that it's secret. Like there's nothing else. Like I challenge you right now, go get whatever Mason you want to get. Go get Illuminati, go get the CFR, go get whoever you want. I won't even use the lessons. I just stick to supreme mathematics. I'm telling you. Like, see how I walk with motherfuckers who walk with law, man. So you tell me somebody's high power, it can't just be somebody that's telling you, yeah, well, the black man is God. Like just because they know that, I mean, I'm in a nation where I got that the first day. So if you tell me about a nation where a person got to study decades in order to get the knowledge that I got the first day, and you telling me that that's high powered, I just got questions. And see, it's one of the things where it's a little bit unshown and provable because if this person is this high powered and they Masonic, how do you know, nigga? Because they ain't never told you. Because they Masonic. When you find me a Mason, right, that sit down and teach in 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, then we talk. In the meantime, nah, I don't, I respect people as men and women, but is the English language a curse? Is it controlling us in evil ways? Is it a secret society to what you see? Nah, it's not. I mean, not that I. Yeah. Is it our language that we would have been speaking had nothing, had we never come to North America? Probably not. Uh, are there other languages that is easier to communicate ideas? Yes. But uh the side of the eyes. They see my problem, Ron Fetty, right? Just in general, is always going to be other powers. You know what I'm saying? By other powers, I mean, like, when you say the English language, like, what is the power in the English language? Kanye on Drink Champs. Now I don't be watching Drink Champs. I haven't seen it. Now I don't know. What I did see is that they said that the Kardashians is they expecting Kanye to have some kind of nervous breakdown because Kim got a new boyfriend or something. But that's about it. Kanye, I don't follow Kanye. Kanye is one of the people that is like a car wreck waiting to happen. You know what I'm saying? And people not accepting right now that you kind of supporting what might not be the best infant. You know what I mean? Because some of the things, like, I don't know, it's like, yeah, I know he is touched, but at the same time, is he doing it? Maybe he's not even doing it, but the people around him is using him, right? People around him is using him because they know for every one of those crazy things, he's gonna get the the popularity or whatever to make sales. But I don't really Kanye in general he doesn't really do much that I mentioned. But yeah, like I was saying, just anytime you start talking about the other powers and all of this stuff, you know, uh you start to cross over into kind of animism, which is, it's not something that's totally negative or nothing, but just when it's all these powers out there, right? then that's how the world starts getting described. This language is a curse, and these people, they have these strange powers, but that narrative really is about the power that you have. Like if it's all these witchcraft powers and all these warlock powers and all these other powers going on, okay, what's the power that you have? Because that's what we're saying when we say we the most high. That of all these things, they got the power to do whatever. We saying now we the most powerful. And we're not talking about comparison of different things. Do you have as much bicep power as a gorilla? We're not talking about just physical strength, something that's limited to 6. We're talking about the power that you have, like you said, to control somebody's ways and even their thoughts. So if that's the power of the language, right, then what is the mental and physical powers of a true and living God? See, one science that I know about power, right, is that you can see power can be given and taken. And see, when I say power can be given, in this instance, what I mean is that you could relinquish your power. Just by the ideas that you have, right? And the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that you have on what is the piece of steel with magnetic and what is the piece without. So if you come into a situation not knowing that you're the piece of steel with the magnetic, you've given away your power. So, for me, I don't really look at things like that. And I haven't seen any, evidence, like if the American language is a curse, then what is the penalty for practicing the curse? You said when people go to any kind of therapy, is it controlling their ways, thoughts, and power? Well, I mean, when you say any kind of therapy, no. Not any kind of therapy. You're not supposed. There's some, but if you got to think, if therapy was controlling your thoughts and your ways, right, and power, then every nigga that went to rehab would be on crack. You got physical therapy. Therapy, doesn't always work. So if it was something where a person was, controlling, then wouldn't there be a higher percentage of people that have been successful after therapy? The penalty of practicing a curse is devilish ways. Well, why would you have to take the extra step of practicing the curse? Like, wouldn't practicing the curse, right? If you're practicing something called a curse, wouldn't that already be devilish ways? Like, listen, if you do fucked up shit, you the devil. Stop. Don't try to make it. Nobody's casting no spell on you to be negative. You see, this is a scapegoat here now. The way you talk, practicing the curse. Nah, nigga, you just negative. Where it says civilization, righteousness, that's not you. Has nothing to do with nobody putting no curse on you. This is not the Bible. We not the seed of Ham. So no, I don't believe any of that. You know, and like I said, I believe because I definitely don't know any of it to be true. You know what I'm saying? And just those types of ideas, haven't been the types of ideas that I've carried throughout my life. Yeah, I don't have, listen, we don't have MK Ultra is a thing. Yeah, but MK Ultra is not therapy. You know what I'm saying? And it's not, there's real things that happen that's quantifiable, that's measurable. You know what I'm saying? There's sleep deprivation, there's drugs. You know what I'm saying? It's not just somebody twinkling their nose like bewitched and then everybody being under mind control. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely through teaching. Like if you want to see the things you mentioned, that's not mind control. Mind control is preschool. Mind control is K through 12 education. But there's no, just somebody sitting back with a crystal ball and all this stuff. Like, look, all of that stuff could be the case, but until you find that, what I'm telling you is that the Wizard of Oz is only a wizard in your mind. He's just a nigga behind the curtain that you don't see. And secrecy is his only power. See some of the stuff, man, sometimes we don't just look, at the signs of people in just time. You know what I'm saying? And about, just learning. You know what I'm saying? You got some people, right, that's in the mindset that, if it existed before the Industrial Revolution, it's such inferior quality. no one before 1750 knew what they was talking about. Then you get the other extreme where, everything that people was doing before, 1 AD, if they was doing it before 1 AD, then that's the science is perfect and cannot be questioned. You know what I'm saying? So my point is that, I'm not saying that what you're saying, the things in terms of mind control is ridiculous, but I'm just saying, don't look past your hand in that phone that you got in there, look, watching this channel right now. It's the TV, it's the radio. It's not no mystical stuff. It's the people that you got around you providing peer pressure. That's the mind control. We just, people shooting light beams out their eyes and just making stuff happen. Anything is possible, but I ain't seen it. See, you brought up a good point right there too, District 120. The dissatisfied look at Yaku, he controlled 59,999, and even some of them he himself back and killed off. That wouldn't be my point, but it would be my point that, see, a lot of these magical, mystical powers, right? See, the people who want intervention in everything is the people who their end is going to be Armageddon. Like, that's their story, is that it's going to be all this death, hell, and destruction. So you looking for divine intervention. Like, I'm not looking for no shit to happen. It's like, how, you get in your comfortable spot, whatever you're doing, whether you eat your food, watching TV, videos, whatever it is you're doing, and you good, like, yeah, I'm not looking for nothing to happen, to change nothing right now. See, the people who's looking, what I'm saying, like, I'm not looking for no fountain of youth. I eat right. I exercise. So I'm not looking for no potion where, oh yeah, the magic pill. That's who's looking for that. It's the people who know shit is fucked up and they ain't exercising no power, so they looking for this magic bullet, the magic pill, the magic incantation, the magic crystals, et cetera, et cetera. See, one thing you see about magic, generally speaking, it's a way to make regular shit happen, but a shortcut. If you give me something, I'll make it disappear. But you probably see me walk over to the garbage and throw it in there. Then it wouldn't look all magic. But see, if I put it in the garbage without walking over there, now you think it's magic. So that's why, generally speaking, just that's how, I see all these different magic powers, and listen, it's not just to say it's original people. I'm saying when I go down to Dwayne Reed, right? I don't buy everything down there that says it's a miracle cure. That's why I ain't taking the vaccine. You can't do, I'm not with the magical shit, or you with your magical scientific powers, you was able to do this shit in 10 years less than the time. Get the fuck on with that. So that's a whole other story. Sitting at 793rd, a few years back, God had the medicine with True and Living called in and added on with him. They saw today's mathematics, the metaverse now. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Some of these things, and then see, some of this stuff for me is a waste of time. You know what I'm saying? Like if we know what something is, right? Like right now, for instance, right, if you say English is a curse. See, I'm not going to first have a whole set of videos where I teach everybody Arabic. Like everybody that tunes into the videos, I teach you Arabic, right? And then after you learn the whole Arabic, I teach you this science, the law of world manifest in Arabic. Because, I may or may not think that English is a curse. You know what I'm saying? Like, now we don't got time for that. Just teach it in English, right? And let the person put it in aggravation, right? Exactly. So no, I'm not gonna, invent all these new words for understanding, overstand, understand, after stand, before stand, you understand what I mean? Afghanistan. Listen, I don't need to do that. I know what understanding means. I know what it entails. I know what to see something with the third eye means. I don't need you to tell me about understand, overstand, you make up. Now we got to deal with all these new conventions before we go outside and save the babies. Just like the brother wants to explain to me that gravity is not gravity, it's relative density. Okay, does it make you fall out the sky at 9.8 meters per second squared? If that's what the fuck it does, then I don't need to go through that with you. Now, if we got something that we don't have the knowledge and wisdom, right? And then we have to go through the experience of that research to gain that knowledge and wisdom so we can come out with understanding. That's one thing. Yeah, I ain't even heard of that one, the metaverse, but yeah, I've seen a lot of things where, kind of these redefinitions occur, and there are things that need to be, redefined, but if that's the case, then, it's got to be redefined based upon some reality. You know what I'm saying? Well, we pretty much in virtual reality right now. It's definitely, even though, see, because some things, right, you gotta realize it's the speed of the technology. Right? Like, see, right now, we interface with all this technology, these computers and phones, but it's the download speed is just slow. It's like going dial up. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, the theory is that, if you had something that was like implanted in you or something, right? Then that would just speed up the technology. But in reality, some technology already exists right now. The metaverse is the digital virtual reality world with endless possibilities. NFTs are testing the ground. NFTs, I think, is on a little shaky ground, if you ask me. I'm looking into making and posting my art in collections as NFTs. I just need some ETH. Yeah, I mean, I can see it. I mean, I don't know. Because I seen the dudes, they was doing it, but it's like the bugged out thing, right? Is that, see, there's just no intrinsic value. That's kind of the thing. Like, it's kind of like, at the end of the day, a person invests in McDonald's. Whatever's going on, at the end of the day, people like the way McDonald's tastes. And it's convenient, food, something that people need. Not saying they need McDonald's, but they need food. So, there is some value. Even if Michael Jordan's like, okay, they're not worth $250, right? But there is some value to having something on your feet, not even to say to play basketball. But right now, it's 40-some degrees outside of New York, there's some value to shoes. No, I wouldn't say don't test it out. I'm not saying that it's not making money or it's not going to make money. I was around some people the other day, and the dude was telling me that he got an NFT that he bought one for $500. And on the day when I saw him, like uh that had to be last Saturday, I think. On the day when I saw him, one NFT was worth 150,000. And he said he bought that one, but he know people that bought multiple of them. Like he had a friend who bought 10 of them for $100 a piece. You know what I'm saying? And like this was actually a place where the NFT had a pop-up shop and they were selling t-shirts, right, with some of the art that, you know, was the NFTs. You know what I'm saying? You know, and so I think it's some things, you know, like if you got a really good piece of art, you know what I'm saying, or maybe music or something where, you know, like if it's Stevie Wonder album would have been an NFT, right? Now we would be talking. But you know, just some fucking, you know, whoever, you know, y'all young people, y'all have these artists for like 8 months and shit, and then you never hear from them again and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know if like you know, a Soldier Boy NFT would work quite the same. You know what I mean? You know, in this day and time where, like I said, you know, it's not many legends because just, you know, the way the culture is, you know what I'm saying? You know, if you're not you know, relevant and all of that, then you know, in the modern times you're kind of thrown away. So you know, what would, you know, even that in and of itself, and you got something that's just like a piece of art. So it's like, okay, what happens in, you know, a couple of months or a couple of years when, you know, people is tired of that design now, like everybody ain't getting it. You know what I'm saying? Like if back in the 80s and 90s, right? If you had in the 80s, 90s, and the early 2000s, if you had an NFT of Only God Could Judge Me. See, almost everybody that had tattoos back then had Only God Could Judge Me. You know, and if that, you know, people getting it made the value of it go up. But it's just something about it where, you know, I'm just like, look, it's one of them things where, you know, get your money. But I think it's like the drug game, know when to get out. I'm motherfuckers say, you know, have a plan. You know, for instance, the dude who had the 500, who paid the $500 and it was worth 150,000, he says, Pops asked him, yo, what you still doing with it? And he said, I don't know. So, you know, with that particular one, I'm pretty sure it's still on the way up. He was saying that some people like Steph Curry and James Harden and Damian Lillard have been invested in that particular NFT. But that's what I'm saying. Like, what if somebody just wakes up one day and like, yo, son, this shit is a picture, yo. Like, that's it. It's just a picture. You know, like literally, there's other motherfuckers that could draw this. You know, it's not even, you know, like a limited source of it. You know, the limited source, of course, to affect the supply and demand. So, like I said, it's just something where have a plan. You know, of course, if you're the dude that's making the NFT, then I don't think you're in that same kind of risk. Yeah, I did hear about that. I did hear about that. Tory Lanez told his fans how they'll all get rich buying his latest album, his last album for cheap and reselling for M's. Yeah, I did hear he made his album some type of NFT. I mean, somebody presented it to me like a year ago. I first heard about that, but see, at the end of the day, right, you gotta remember too that what I'm saying is not, totally unfunded, but I mean, totally unfounded just in terms of the NFT, but it's also in science of art. Like art is one of the things that's only worth what it is because other motherfuckers is willing to buy it. It's literally about what market you keep in it. See, like Fly Freddy was just saying that he's he do graffiti. Now, amongst a group of people that they do graffiti, appreciate graffiti, watch graffiti, whatever it is, if you try to sell them a Mona Lisa, they're gonna be like, yeah, this shit ain't banking. This shit ain't just the same, nah. So art is just kind of that way. That is just something that people who's interested in it keep the value up. You know what I'm saying? But there's been paintings, there's been Da Vinci's, that's been, I'm not going to say Da Vinci per se, but I'm saying there's been paintings, right, from guys that are supposed to be master painters, right? And, this particular shit was found in somebody's garage. Or it was in some museum thrown in some basement, and people didn't realize, nah, this shit is an original motherfucking what's the nigga? This is original Van Gogh. So see, somebody saw it at some point and it wasn't worth nothing to them because there's no intrinsic value there. You know what I'm saying? So, art is that kind of way where, if there's no rich person to buy this art, then the price drops. Good point. Now I was going to say I don't think music is a good medium for NFTs. Too many leaks. I mean, well, I think the only how would you say, like, on the other side of the coin, I would just say that that Wu album appears to have avoided any leaks. And that was definitely something that I thought about, you know what I'm saying? When they were selling it like that, it's like, if you're selling it like that, right, for the price you're selling it, let's say if I'm the person that buy it, can I resell it? But just saying, perhaps if they use whatever methods that that Wu-Tang used to keep that secret could work. Tory sold 1 million copies NFT. Ain't no way that music ain't gonna get out. So he sold it NFTs, and so far it hasn't leaked, though, you say. Wait, you saying Tory Lane's NFT is worth 3 billion now? Yeah, Wu-Tang, yeah, that definitely was one physical copy. We said Tory sold 1 million, so that's 1 million downloads or 1 million physical copies. So I think Corey was capping about the 3 billion for this NFT. Yeah, I mean, that would be kind of out there. That would be kind of out there. You know, I'm not sure, you know, because, you know, at this point right now, you got to realize that you got grown people, right, that don't really know music as something that you buy. Like they've never been inside a record store. They might have been inside a store that had some records on sale, but they don't know music as something that you buy. It's something that you stream, you know, maybe something that you download. He said, Tory sold the copies for $1. He sold the NFTs for $1, and some are selling for $1.10. I mean, see, that's the type of thing. I don't know if Tory Lanez, right, or any mainstream artists can really come off with that. You know the type of artist I think can come off with that, and you know, shout out to him and shit because he returned to Essence last year. MF Doom, you know, like there's other guys that's you know on that level, but you know, MF Doom, he got that type of cult following. You know what I'm saying? And see, like the mask and all of that, that's like a kind of icon, right? That I could see, you know, him, like he got those types of fans where, you know, the Deadheads, like Grateful Dead, you know, I could see them doing an NFT where, you know, all of their stuff is kind of classic. You know, they got people that ride around and go to their shows and stuff like that, right? So just a picture of this individual show, you know, that's limited now. So if you sold a NFT of that, you know what I'm saying, and you got that type of clientele, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, you got Deadheads that's born in the 2000s. You said Futura from 30 years, so I don't remember Futura. You know what I'm saying? But you know, those type of artists that have like a cult following, right? That, you know, their stuff is collector's items. You know what I'm saying? Like Doom is already like his covers was already collector's items before NFT. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, I could see uh graffiti artists, you know what I'm saying? Like say if I'm a graffiti artist and you know, we make like, you know, when you go to the tattoo place, I'm not saying graffiti, I'm gonna say tattoo artists. You know, you go to the tattoo place and they show you the pictures right, of what you could get, right? But suppose it was a site that a person could go through and they look through there, you know what I'm saying? And those are the NFTs. And then you gotta buy the NFT, right, to get the tattoo put on you. You know, there's ways I could think of, you know what I'm saying? I got that kind of mind, but you know, I just you know, I think I would have to agree. I think Niles Bourne said that, you know, with music, it's already, you know, you kind of defeat the purpose too. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, music is something that you gotta kind of let a lot of people hear. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know if you know you want to limit it, you know, and like I said, if you doom and you already have this special club, but I don't know if you want to make it where people gotta have joined a special club to hear your music because if they don't know you, chances are they're gonna pass. Think Tyler could pull it off. I'm not really into Tyler. It's possible, but I don't think even Tyler, I don't know if Tyler. Yeah, introduction to NFTs was a pair of sneakers. I think what's your name could possibly pull it off. Griselda could possibly pull it off because they too have had that artwork and they t-shirts and all of that popping for a minute. So I can see them, I can see them doing it, you know, for that reason. Almost 3 million. Yeah, well, that's what was going on with these jump balls. It was like the NFT, the thing that I told you I was there, they was having like a pop-up shop. And they were selling sweaters and t-shirts and stuff with some of the designs that was on the NFTs. And so the sweaters at the place was like $75, like somewhere between 75 and $100 in their business like that. But they were saying that online that the shirts were going for 800. So, you know, a lot of this stuff is kind of it's kind of like when you look at the dollar, right? And it say, you know, this, what it says, this legal tender, no, this, what it says, this legal tender is valid for all debts, public and private. So see, that's kind of an agreement. That look, I'm about to give you something that I work hard to produce, and you're gonna give me this paper. But it's cool because me and you agree, you know what I'm saying, that this is official and the government takes it whenever we gotta pay them with any fees or taxes or whatever. So it's an agreement between all the people. Now, with the dollar, the agreement is backed up by the guns and the tanks and the bombs and the ships. You know, but when you got something where you know, there's nothing really backing it up. So like I said, I'm not, you know, I'm not against it. I'm just saying that to me, I think it's like crack. There's a lot of money involved, but you know, when the bottom falls out, we may never see light again. But yeah, Fly Afraid, yeah, because Griselda, they do their thing with so much merch the artwork and the fashion and all of that, I think they could do it. I think those are the people who you know, have more of the power to do it. You know what I'm saying? I think you do have, you know, maybe like Jay-Z could come off with it. You know what I'm saying? Uh, you know, but for the most part, I think I would have to agree that music is probably not the best medium for that, or that's not the best medium for music. But this right here has been, it's been real, you know. Came over here, kicked it on some city sciences. You know, this is the channel, like I said, we're gonna be covering a few more other stories. I guess I gotta step my technology up to see how we execute on certain things. But right now, we're looking good. You know what I'm saying? Of course, tomorrow, you know, we'll be back in effect at 6 o'clock. We'll be back in effect at 6 o'clock. For the civilization class, but of course, that'll be back on the Random Juice channel. You know what I'm saying? Everybody do the Each One Teach One. Hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. You know, I guess I'm not gonna leave this up too long. We'll leave this up maybe a day or two. You know what I'm saying? You know, we can let the What Did I Miss crew know that they missed a little occasion that we had on here to open up the new channel. And you know, we'll be back on here, I guess, you know, in the beginning right now, like once a week. You know what I'm saying? I got my memberships. I gotta open up the memberships on the other channel. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, especially right now, things getting real. So I gotta be in the field. But in the meantime, in between time, we're gonna sign out and we'll see everyone tomorrow on the Random Juice channel at 6 o'clock. With that, I'm gonna say peace.